Hello, welcome to the technique of the deadlift. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a little clip from a competition that Emma Whitley, one of our clients, entered. This was a strong woman competition and it is deadlifts for time. So Emma's gone in at the heaviest deadlift here. We'll come on to the technique in a minute, but she's pulling pretty well and there's two bars in front of her that are actually lighter. You can see the woman next to her that's competing in the purple leggings. She's on the second heaviest deadlift. Emma's on the third, pulling for reps. She gets 3 points each rep she pulls on that deadlift, whereas the second weight is 2 reps and the first weight, the lightest weight, is worth 1 point each. So Emma's doing pretty well here, getting fatigued but still holding pretty good form. We'll let this play out and then I will talk to you a little bit more about it.
Go quick, quick, quick. Let's go quick, quick, quick.
She did well, hey? What I want to show you here is the tyre flip in the gym. So we're back in our studio. You'll have seen this. This is also a sample of a deadlift. You hold the same technique. It's similar to a leg press. It's similar to a squat. But the deadlift holds a little bit more of a risk because of you not holding the position correctly. And by you, I mean all of us. That if you don't hold a position correctly, then the deadlift then becomes quite a dangerous lift into your lower back. Now if we've done it correctly, then it's a pretty safe lift and it's nice and strong. But that as a tyre flip is pretty similar to what we're going to want from a deadlift. Now, here we've got Anne-Marie. Excuse the flickering lights because it's in a slow motion. But you can see here a really good form of what a deadlift should look like. And I'm going to break it down for you. So, our deadlift setup. The first thing we want to look at is toes under the bar. Here's a picture where we want it. So if you think of your laces, we want your laces under the bar. The second point is feet hip width apart. Now this is a general rule of thumb that we need to use. Some people will be wider, some people will be slightly narrower. There's also different variations of a deadlift, like a sumo deadlift where we're really wide, but generally feet hip width or slightly wider apart. Some people turn their toes out slightly, some people don't. You should try and keep them facing forward, but it depends where you're most comfortable with loads of other biomechanical things in part of your setup. So, feet hip width apart. We've got nice straight legs, we've got our toes and our laces under the bar. We then come on to our arms touching the outside of your knees, or the other way around, that your knees are touching the inside of your arms. So as your legs bend down and you're grabbing the bar, your arms should be touching the outside of your knees slightly. It's then about creating this flat back. So we've got a bum down, a head up, and then our neck is in a neutral position. But basically what we're looking for is a flat back. So if I put a pole or a broomstick on your back from your bum to your shoulder, and then the neutral bit will be the top of your head, the pole would fit comfortably flat on your back. We sometimes teach head up slightly as a beginner in order to create that straight back even more. So you'll see here we've got a very straight back with a head up position. Now if the client here dropped their head, that will put their neck into a neutral position and we can also lift up. But for beginners, that sometimes allows them to flex in the spine, and that's what we don't want, because the most important thing is keeping that back straight with that pink line that you can see, and then we lift up holding that straight line, as you'll see in a minute. We then pre-lift the bar, right? So this is my terminology, that you take the bar and lift it slightly into the plates. So if you look at this picture here, you can see there's a hole below, above, where the bar is setting. It's minimal, but you need to pull that bar into those plates. Just of note, none of our bars look like this. This has been stolen off the internet for a photo of this purpose, just to explain why you need to lift the bar up into the plates. So this all has to happen pretty quick. You pre-lift the bar, take the slack out of your arms, so your arms are tight on the bar like we've talked about. You then breathe in and fill your lungs. Brace the core like we're going to punch you in the stomach, and then drive through your heels and stand up. And then the lift should look something like this. We're bracing, our arms are dead straight as we move, so as the bum starts to lift, the weight lifts off the floor at exactly the same time. I'll show you that again. And then stacking happens where the hips, the knees and the ankles all go above each other at exactly the same time. So as we watch that again, if you can see, look, everything came off together. We're going up, and then the knees, the hips and the ankles all go straight at exactly the same time. Really, really good lift. Just here for a common error that we quite often see at the basic level, we'll see the bum go high. Look, so the bum's going up, the weights haven't come up off the ground, so now the weights are lifting, and now our legs are straight, and we've then got to use our back to pull it in. So just watch that again. You can see that the glute, the bum is creeping up, up, up. Now the weights start to lift, but now we've nearly got stacking at the knee. As you can see, the legs are starting to straight. We're nearly straight there, and then everything's got to hinge through that lower back, so it's more like a Romanian deadlift than a deadlift. And that for me is the most important bit for your error, and that's why you need to be tight on the bar and you take the slack out of your arms, because that will stop it happening. When you go to lift and engage, the weights come off the ground instantly. Hope that helps. If there's any questions, please feel free to ask me.
Stay there, stay there. Stay. Stay. One more. You've got one more, Emma. Go again if you want. You've got this. Come on, quick. Go quick. Let's go quick.